Good afternoon, Bucks fans. This is Old School coming to you live from What the Buck. We're getting ready to go to the game today. We've got a game today at 7:30. We were going to try and tailgate, but the weather has conspired against that, so we're going to meet over at the Hooters on Hillsborough with a couple of peeps, probably between 4:45 and 7 o'clock. Wow, I can't believe I just said peeps on the video. Anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning into the show. For those of you who are not aware, our website is whatthebuck.net. We do our show Mondays and Thursdays at 7 o'clock. And we augment it with sort of video clips and things like this on YouTube as well to keep you guys informed. On our Thursday show, we did a pregame show for the Jaguars who were playing this week, and we went over some keys to the game. They're a little different in the preseason than they are in the regular season. We're more interested really in looking inward at the team than we are looking at the team we're about to play. Obviously, that's important, but the preseason is far more about evaluation than it is about the actual outcome of the score. The three keys to the game, not particularly surprising this week. We want to find out how rusty Jeff Garcia is. We'd love to see how rusty Joey Galloway is, but apparently he's so rusty he's not going to play. So we don't get a chance to see the White Tiger, as the team has coined him. So we'll see how Jeff looks. Typically in the third preseason game, your starters get to go a half in a lot of cases. I don't think we'll see Jeff nearly that long, but I certainly expect Coach Gruden to get him some game time experience, some reps, see what the timing looks like. Additionally, we had a pretty big deal with Davin Joseph going down with a broken foot. He had surgery on it. Davin's a friend of the program. We definitely wish him well. Hope he has a speedy recovery. That's a big man to have a fractured foot, so we definitely want that to be taken care of and healed properly rather than rushing him back in. It gives a chance for Jeremy Zuda, draft pick this year out of Rutgers, to step in. Obviously, we've got Dan Benning as well, kind of a long-time Buck that he can fill in that role as well, but it looks like Zuda's going to have the reins and get a chance to do an Aaron Sears. This is a particular concern because the offensive line has looked like a strong suit for the Bucks coming in so far in the preseason, and Davin Joseph is no small part of that, pardon the obvious pun. So the test is going to be on Zuda. Can he provide the same kind of push over there, and can he assist Trueblood in pass protection? The final key to the game that we had was about Antonio Bryant. Is he going to be a one-hit wonder? Was last week sort of a flash in the pan, or is he going to continue his progression and solidify his position as the number 2 receiver, kind of pushing out Maurice Stovall and or Michael Clayton, the latter of which, Michael Clayton, seems to have become the odd man out even more so than regularly, as in last week I think maybe he got in for 15 plays. He was clearly an afterthought in that particular game. Apparently there's some drops in practice on the heels of the drop he had in the game. So those were the keys that we wanted to look at this game with the Jaguars. We had a question come in from one of our viewers, The Real Johnny's Art, about Dexter Jackson. And his question was really about why people are sweating so bad the Dexter Jackson pick and why we're not giving him more chances to return the ball. Obviously, he was drafted with a focus in his ability to do kick return and punt return. He got a number of chances last week, but each time it was an opportunity for him to either fair catch or take a knee, and he made the right decisions. He is an electric player. We expect to see him make significant impact in the special teams department. He has looked very good at training camp in his receiving capacity as well. So I think the pick was a fine pick. We wanted a different receiver, or at least those were the rumors. We wanted DeSean Jackson. He ended up with the Eagles. When that was off the board, we weren't going to take him with our number 1 pick. We had Talib rated higher. When he came off the board, the rest were in a ranking situation where it made sense for us to try and pick up an extra draft pick, which we did from the Jaguars, and move down. We got a guy with electric speed, similar wiggle, and hopefully in a similar mold to Steve Smith without the homicidal tendencies. So I would encourage fans to take a step back, take a breath, let the kid develop a little bit and see what he can do. He's got all the intangibles. We got very, very fast with this guy. It was an attempt to fill in the role of Joey Galloway, who can't play forever, as much as that may sadden us all. So stop calling the guy a bust. You know, we had guys doing it one game into the preseason, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So, Johnny, I'm with you. I think people are going crazy. I think they need to back off a little bit and let Dex develop at the right pace and see what the coaching staff can do with him. From a predictions perspective, I've got a prediction of 24-13 Bucks. Again, score's not really the important point, but we always want to come out with a win if we can. If you get a chance to get out to the game, we'll be there at the Hooters there on Hillsborough Ave if you're familiar with the local area. And tune in Monday night. We're going to do the breakdown of this game at www.whatthebuck.net at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We will go over all of the stats, the scores, the information, and then we'll come up with our skulls and our swords, essentially our MVP and our bonehead of the game. and we'll take it from a fan's perspective. So listen, if you have any questions, get them into us either at questions@whatthebuck.net or hit us on the YouTube channel. Thanks again for tuning in.